Hi, loves. I want to talk about resistance today. So, when we're in resistance, it feels extremely painful because we are resisting the present moment. We are assuming that the way things are right now is wrong. They're not supposed to be this way. Things are supposed to be some other way. There's been mistakes. We have to try and control this situation. We have to make it different. So it creates a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, a lot of force. It puts us in those very low vibrational, three-dimensional emotions of fear and lack and scarcity. So when we can recognize our own resistance to the present moment and we can come back to this principle that we are exactly where we are meant to be. The circumstances in our life are perfect for learning, for growing, for ascension, for moving through our healing process in the precise right way, in the precise right timing. When we can come back to that and fully surrender to the moment and fully trust that we are being guided, that we are always doing the right things that will bring us the lessons we need to move forward and to achieve what we want and what we desire in life. When we can go to that space, we come out of resistance. And guess what happens? Your stress hormones go, and then your immune system starts working better, and then your body feels more calm, and then your mind starts working better, and then your emotions start to settle and become more clear, and you can be guided again. When we're in resistance, we are resisting the guidance that's coming through. We're resisting the lessons. And so we can be in resistance about a lot of things: our financial state, our current health conditions, the way we're eating, the way we're spending our money, who we're spending our time with, where we live, right? We can be in resistance to any of number of things, but when you let go of resistance, it's like you can take this breath, right? So just watch yourself and watch the spaces in your life where you're in resistance and recognize that you have a choice to step out of resistance and to step into trust and surrender. All right, so resistance is keeping you in the very low 3D vibrational emotions of fear, scarcity, lack, suffering. When you recognize, I have made a mistake and I've chosen resistance. That's how you step from the 3D into the 4D through humility, through taking ownership, and then to take you from the 4D into the 5D, which is the highest level of consciousness on planet Earth. And you say, you know what? I fully trust that I'm being guided. I fully surrender to the greater plan that is out there for me that I haven't even thought of yet, that I haven't even realized is a possibility for me. There's something even better for me than I even imagined for myself. When you can do that and step into the 5D of full trust and faith and in your own higher power of your own understanding, then now you're starting to move yourself forward. You're starting to step into a more positive space, a more high vibrational space where you're going to become magnetic for attracting what it is you want and what you desire. And you don't have to do a lot of things. You just have to be in the higher vibration, right? Sometimes we think we have to work more. We have to juice more. We have to take more supplements. We have to exercise more. We have to show up on social media more, right? No, we don't. We just have to be in that higher vibration and we become a magnet for what we want and desire. Like attracts like in the universe. So when you're in trust and surrender, you are going to receive circumstances that allow you to continue and trust and continue to surrender and continue to receive and continue to manifest very powerfully. When you're in resistance, you're in those low vibration emotions, and then you are in resistance to what the things that you actually want. All right? So you're in this negative space and you are repelling the things that you want. So by working harder in resistance, by struggling, by forcing in these low vibration emotions, you're actually pushing away the things that you want. Right? So don't work so hard. Come back into being. Come back into acceptance. Come back into trust. And then you're going to get those things that you want more easily. So this comes back to the core of the divine feminine, which is to do less and receive more. These are the lessons that I have implemented so powerfully in my life in the last year and a half, and I cannot tell you how well it works and how much these things pay off. I found myself in really serious resistance on Tuesday evening, like hardcore in resistance, feeling the need to try and control, like I had to fight, like I had to create this huge battle and this huge war, and like I knew what was best, and why can't people see my side of this picture, this scenario? Here comes the sirens driving by to clear energy, right, for me. um and I just came back to the space and I was like, you know what, maybe I don't know. Maybe what's happening that I'm in resistance to is exactly what needs to happen for everyone else involved, for me. Maybe this is not my issue to tackle. This is not my soul work. We don't have to take on everything, right? It's not our job to be environmentalists and health advocates and advocates for children and, all of the things, right? There's so many things that are out of balance in our world. And for me, it's about staying grounded in the present and not being in resistance to everything external and to the little things and to the decisions I'm making parenting my daughter, right? Recognizing that I'm never going to make this world perfect. This comes back to perfectionism. We're never going to make our circumstances perfect. There is no perfection on this earth plane. Perfection is a complete illusion. You're never going to attain it. And if you think you get close to it, good luck trying to stay there, because everything is constantly in movement and in motion and in flow. And so if you get out in the ocean and you try to fight against the current and you try to control where you go, you're going to make yourself drown because you're going to exhaust yourself. But if you go out there and you get on your back and you just float and you go where the current takes you, you're going to have a really nice adventure, right? The lifeboat's going to come and be like, hey, we came to pick you up, right? But if you fight, you're going to make yourself drown. If you try to control these things that are so much bigger than us that we don't have any control over, you're going to exhaust yourself and you're not going to attract the things that you really want and desire. So coming out of resistance is a lot about letting go of perfectionism and letting go of control and recognizing that we don't have as much control as we may wish. And that's a good thing. That part of our journey here is trust and surrender. So sharing that from my own space of witnessing my own resistance the other night and coming full circle with it and really trusting and fully surrendering and feeling that sense of relief and calm that has come from coming out of resistance and coming back into surrender and trust. And so I hope that message resonates for you and that helps you in some way. And if you guys have questions or comments on that, pop them in below. And please don't ever hesitate to reach out if you have questions. Sending you love.